Bereich der fossilen Energie- oder Rohstoffgewinnung. Jetzt ist Heather hier. Sie wird auf Englisch zu uns sprechen und ich hoffe, das kommt gut rüber. Ich habe den Eindruck, es klappt. Heather, it's great that you can be here, and it was your first applause because people are very, very interested in your resistance against this tar sand stuff in Canada.
Good afternoon. Hi, everyone. Hi. First off, I wanted to say thank you to all of you for coming out. I wanted to say thank you to the four fingers that tried to get into the coal pit this morning. I really want to say thank you to them. And I wanted to say thank you to the Hambacher Forst defense. I wanted to say thank you to them too. So I went to the forest yesterday and I wanted to say your forest is beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And it hurts that this is the kind of development that we're seeing all over the world because of greedy countries, because of greedy corporations. It is our responsibility as good humans and good relatives to try and shut these coal mines down, to stop and to transition into a new world, to research and to rebuild the vision that we have for the future. And I think a lot about your forest and what that means, at least to me as an Indigenous person. When I was visiting yesterday, I got to visit with someone that was a historian, and they talked about the German people, and they were saying that the German people loved their forests, and that at one point in their history, it was illegal to cut down the trees because the trees were so sacred. And that I understand because a lot of our ceremonies are based around a Tikanabe, or the tree of life. And so I have an understanding now that we all were tribal people or indigenous people at some point in our history. And that's really special to have that history and that someone loves that forest and that will protect it. Because those trees are really old and they have stories and they have good medicine is in that forest. I've seen things and mushrooms that can cure cancer in your forest. I've seen painkillers. I've seen all kinds of wonderful medicine that's right there. And that's really important to protect.
Ist total cool. Wir haben hier super viele Leute, die sich mit reinbringen. Wir haben jetzt zwei Leute, die ab und zu hier konsekutiv Abschnitte übersetzen können. Und Heather macht weiter. Oder ihr macht ein ganz kurzes erstes.
Besser? Okay. Also, Heather Milton-Lightning hat erzählt, wie toll sie unseren Wald fand, dass hier auch die Bäume haben eine Geschichte, die Pilze haben Heilmittel, die sogar Krebs heilen können. Wir alle waren an irgendeiner Stelle mal Eingeborene. Und in der Geschichte Deutschlands ist der Wald etwas sehr Wichtiges. An einem Punkt war es sogar verboten, den Wald zu zerstören.
So, if you look at this open pit mine and you imagine the size of it, the open pit mining for the tar sands is the size of the UK, the United Kingdom. That's how big this extraction is in northern Alberta, Canada. That's what we're fighting. The tar sands is sand that's mixed with oil. And in order to get 1 barrel of crude oil, you need 4 barrels of water and a whole bunch of natural gas. And it's the biggest human development project on Earth. So imagine that open pit the size of the UK. That's the scar that we're leaving in Mother Earth.
Also sie sagt gerade, in Kanada, wo sie herkommt, ist ein Gebiet so groß wie UK, also so wie Großbritannien. Ein Gebiet hat Teersande und das sind Sande, die mit Öl und Sand vermischt ist und all das ist betroffen. Also ein unglaublich großes Land, was in Gefahr ist.
So it's because of that kind of development, our country and northern, western industrialized countries, they're pushing the agendas of these corporations and they're opening our backyards for development, particularly in Canada. Our laws have completely changed, so you can come and develop whatever you want. Canada is also responsible for really bad mining practices all over the globe, particularly in South America and in Africa. Those are Canadian mining companies. So our country is responsible for not only destroying its own homelands, but destroying the homelands of people all over the globe.
Sie sagt, dass in Kanada Unternehmen und das Land kanadische Bergbauunternehmen die Bevölkerung dazu bringen, ihr Leben komplett verändern zu müssen. Nicht nur in Kanada, sondern auch in Südamerika ist das der Fall, dass kanadische Unternehmen einen sehr starken Einfluss ausüben und riesige Narben hinterlassen.
So, Canada is one of many countries that is fighting this idea of climate change. You know, we signed Kyoto like many other countries, but because of the tar sands expansion, we'll never meet the emissions that we were supposed to, and we failed. And so Indigenous people in Canada and across the globe, we're trying to protect the land and all the species that exist on it. Indigenous people globally represent 80% of the world's biodiversity. 80% exists on our homelands. And so it's really important for us to work together to fight back, to fight not only for these countries to be accountable to us and to the people here in Germany to have an accountable government, but also to hold these corporations responsible for the damage that they're doing. You know, the tar sands extraction, there's no plan for what's going to happen once they're done. So we need to hold them accountable. We need to be able to say no to development. We need to be able to say yes to a just transition for power, for food, for energy, for a good life for all people. We all deserve a good life, regardless of where we come from, the Middle East, from Africa, from South America, from the North, from wherever we are. We all deserve to have clean water and good air for our people and into the future. So I really want to say thank you to all of you for listening and especially for being here. That means a lot to see all of you here and to know that we have joint struggles together, that we're going to fight really hard in Canada. We're going to fight our state to hold them accountable, and we're going to fight these corporations. So thank you so much.